Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Something I think that'll be pretty interesting. Not that, every time Rike sends me something, it is at the very least interesting. Love it or hate it, it's always something wild. So I'm always excited to check out a Rike, but this time I think I know what it is. And it's a knife or a series of a knife that's been named the same for a while that I've never actually handled. So I'm looking forward to opening this up and sharing my initial thoughts with you guys, because this is just an unboxing and first impressions and not a review. Thanks to Rike for sending this in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. And please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex and on TikTok at _metal_complex. So I was holding this up and talking about Instagram. This is Instagram and this is TikTok. So, okay. Is this available? I think so. You'll obviously have to look in the description. I'll link it in the description wherever it is. But you guys can check this out by clicking the link in the description. So what do we have? Let's move the obsidian toenail out of the way. We have the Rike Thor 7 integral tie black carbon fiber and 154 cm. Odd combination of materials. Whether or not that works will definitely be heavily dependent on the execution of this and the price tag. Doesn't feel incredibly heavy. So, okay. What do we have? So here it is. All right. So the Thor 7. I didn't realize there were 7 iterations of this, I guess. Very lightweight. Wow. Yeah, so here's the part that's very Thor. Right? I can hear the typing. That looks like a gas station. Yeah, it's clever. Wow. Never heard that before. That's real clever. You're keen, right? Yeah, you're a keen observer. Looking out the windows as a kid. Mommy, a cow. That's a cow. No, honey, that's a pheasant, but good try. Yeah, it does have that. But if you're like familiar, love this or hate this, the main thing that you should take away from this is that there's a lot of complex machining. This is not simple to do. Even if it's just carbon fiber and titanium, this is still very complex to do. And it has that alien aesthetic. So this must be Richard Wu. The other thing that I find interesting right off the bat is the way that they have done this nested. That's a titanium lock bar. Look at the section that is the lock bar insert. The insert itself is incredibly complicated. It lips over the top of the tie just to complete this look. They could have just brought the carbon fiber up, but he said, no, I don't think so. Not today. Yeah, the spine of this is wild. It looks like like the spine of a dragon, or maybe the wing bone of a dragon. I'm not really sure. There's something dragony about this, right? The whole thing. Incredibly smooth. Interesting choice at 154 cm. But I'm going to guess that means this is a freaking... It said integral. That's not right. Integral tie. What? Oh, this whole piece. This is so weird. Okay, hold on. I'm wrapping my brain around this. We have an integral, how do we classify this? A jacket? It's like the bolster, but the bolster is one piece. Yeah, that's what's happening here. Wow, weird. What's the advantage of that? Nothing, really. It's just weird. The alien is built in a similar way. It's just absolutely bizarre and so far out of the way. But interesting, right? The scales here, these are carbon fiber, heavy machining on those. That's seam construction, but very nice, right? I mean, that's risky to do because carbon fiber doesn't always come to a perfect edge. You kind of have to have a space between them, right? But not, I mean, man, really, really good, honestly. Transition from tie to carbon fiber, also good. Love how they've done this. This is beautiful, the Rike pivot collar there. And then that's the access piece for the pivot. And then you have the titanium integral jacket or bolster. I'm not really sure how we say that. Beautiful action. Beautiful. I would hope that the reasoning behind choosing 154cm, which is, by the way, a very, very good composition. 154cm is the ingot version of CPM 154, but it still has an incredibly fine grain structure. And so the balance of 154cm is very, very good, making it a super duper preferable composition on very basic knives that tend to be under $150. This is not a basic knife, so I very much doubt that this knife is under $150. However, it probably helped keep the cost down for people who are looking for stuff like this, which is cool, definitely. No double clutch or anything like that. You can use this dragon rib cage to reverse flip it, which is pretty cool, or flick it, sorry. And on the flipper tab, which I think is exactly the same as like the Alien, works really, really well. It's incredibly lightweight. The balance is actually right on the pivot because most of the frame is carbon fiber, especially back here. So the fact that this integral bolster jacket thing is keeping the weight here and you have all the weight in the blade means that it is perfectly balanced. This thing feels stupidly lightweight. What's the overall length of this thing? Let's find out. Thor 7 coming in at 8 1/4. Are you kidding me? Not quite. 8 and an 1/8. Cutting edge. I'm sorry, let's do blade length. 3.65. Cutting edge. Just over 3.5. Slightly over. I bet you. Boy. Does this thing weigh less than 2 ounces? Hold on. Are you a 2.9 ounce knife? Oh, so close though. It's so close. 3 ounces. That's crazy. That's crazy. God, this thing is wacky, man. The build throws me off completely. Everything that I feel like, my brain uses to determine the length, the size, the weight, all of that, this throws it completely off just because of some unique elements. Again, what are the benefits in terms of utility? I don't know about you, but when I look at this, I don't see a knife where the foundation of its design was 100% utility. Is it utilitarian in the sense that you can use it to cut things and, like a regular pocket knife? Oh yeah, it's not delicate, right? But I feel like it should be obvious that this was a designy knife, right? So it makes sense that elements like that, especially if you're familiar with Rike and Richard, it makes sense that there are elements like this. I'm really curious about the final price tag. I have no idea. Usually I take a guess. I'm going to guess it's over 200, but I'd be really happy to find out it's under 200. So, yeah. You'll definitely get a review of this. This is a super weird knife, but really cool. And it's like if you look at the Alien and you're like, I kind of like that aesthetic, but it's just too wild for me. I mean, if they calmed it down a little bit, maybe I'd carry it. There you go. Here's your calmed down Alien, right? With some interesting elements. That's it for first impressions. It's neat. I'll link it down in the description. Let me carry it. Let me use it for a bit. I'll give you guys a full comprehensive review if you want to wait for it and give you guys my final thoughts. That's it for today, though. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex and on TikTok at _metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.